All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This complete to Lockett. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the play. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now Rashad Penny, just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
On second down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw on second down. Meyer looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Back to throw. Meyer. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And Crowell lost the football, but I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
To throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Neil Sterling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Penny, a first down carry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man, that's Wallace. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Check 50, check 50.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
To throw on 2nd down. Meyer got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Cannon. And a second spin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Meyer. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Run. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson on 1st down. Baldwin with it over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Baldwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go, let's go. Got it.
On 1st down, Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got it.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. So we've come upon halftime with it. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now they'll run it on the toss. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it, and they've run it well here to start the second half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Meyer. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go!
Off the bootleg. Meyer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They keep it with Penny on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Wilson. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on 3rd down. They nearly got it. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, Meyer got his man complete over the middle. It's Bennett. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Off the play fake. Meyer. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Meyer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Wilson to throw on 2nd down. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run forward with Penning, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw on 2nd down. Meyer. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on second down. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Meyer. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively? Yeah,
really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Penny. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here we go. What?
To throw from his end zone. Meyer. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They'll run. This is Cannon. Oh, look at the juke. And shutting him off. Now open field. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll toss here to Powell. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw on second down, Meyer. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. throwing on first down. Meyer. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Meyer, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And the Jets set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Operating from the gun, Meyer. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, we got three. Right, move 15. 58 to the mic. 58 to the mic. You got nothing. You got nothing. Right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.